everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete, almost a first down interception here on the opening drive.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Bears lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Bears are in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Moving to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Contact as he let the ball go. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
You can't say enough about the quarterback and his toughness. He knew that he was going to get hit. He looks right down the barrel and makes the throw and gets rid of it before the contact for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
It's third down after that run. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires it. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Trying to extend the play. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
There's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Out of the gun now on third down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. The field goal is good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Bears will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. And looking for a big play here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bears will kick this deep to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
It's a quick grab. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Baylor.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He pulls in the catch. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This is one of the benefits of having this spread attack. You get 4 verts downfield, let the quarterback find the weakness of the defense, and here he finds a mismatch with his go-to receiver for a nice play.
Looking to the end zone. Caught near the goal line.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And the Bears trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Bears. This offense cannot be stopped. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Mountaineers come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Receiver makes the catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback looking to scramble. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The pass rush closing in. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. Past the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's a difficult matchup. And here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. going to hand this off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the same runner's got it again. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
And he throws his third interception of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Deep shot caught inside the 25. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. And the Mountaineers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play. It's now
second down and goal upcoming. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Here's the option play. Back's got it on the pitch. And tackled there by the defense. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go. And they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made by the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid